Then, for example, we have cup, and cup is tasse, tasse. Then sugar, sugar is sucre, sucre. And then you have something sweet is sucré, sucré, or doux, doux. Both are possible. Then if you want salt, that's sale, sale. And if something is salty, is salé, salé. And then, for example, hot is chaud, chaud. And on the other hand, you have cold, and that's froid, froid. So, if you're thirsty, you then order water, and water is l'eau, l'eau. And sparkling water is l'eau gazeuse, l'eau gazeuse. Then, check bill is l'addition, l'addition. Table, for example, is table, table. Then a bar is bar, bar. And then waitress, we had that one, that's serveuse, serveuse. And then finally, I know you know this one, waiter is garçon, garçon. And when I finished my phenomenal breakfast, I asked the waitress to bring me today's papers. And that sounds like this. Excusez-moi, pouvez-vous me donner le quotidien? Excusez-moi, pouvez-vous me donner le quotidien? And then while I was reading the paper, and that's le quotidien, my mobile, mon portable, rang. And those were my friends from Paris that I met when they were visiting my country. So they arranged for me to go sightseeing with them, which of course I was thrilled and I accepted. And then afterwards I'm right now giving you a hint what I will be talking about in the following video, but let's just finish this. We agreed that we all go out for dinner that evening, and we of course chose a restaurant, and that's restaurant. After a long day, we arrived at the restaurant hungry like wolves, and the first thing we did was to sit down and study the menu. The restaurant had the most beautiful view of Paris. So when we entered, of course, the waiter greeted us with a bonsoir, which is a good evening, and he said welcome, that's bienvenue, and then he offered to take our coats. And may I take your coat in French sounds like this. Puis-je prendre votre manteau? Puis-je prendre votre manteau? And you say, for example, sure, here you are. And that's bien sûr, voilà. Bien sûr, voilà. And have you already booked a table, for example? Sounds like this. Avez-vous déjà réservé une table? Avez-vous déjà réservé une table? And when you say yes, I have the reservation, it's oui, nous avons la réservation. Oui, nous avons la réservation. And then he took the four of us to our table, which had the best view of the city. And then when we sat down, we attacked the menu because we were really hungry. And the menu is la carte in French. Then you have several courses, and they go in the following order. You have first an apéritif. It's aperitif, a short pre-dinner drink. Usually alcoholic, it's wine or cocktail. Then you have an amuse-bouche or amuse-gueule, and that's snack. And then, for example, you have une entrée, and that's appetizer or starter. Then after that you have plat principal, and that's the main dish, the main course. Then le fromage is cheese. After cheese, for example, if you want to eat something sweet, that's dessert, and that's a dessert. And finally, you can have un digestif, and that's an after-dinner drink. After we finished with ordering the meals, then we had a look at the wine list, and that's La Carte des Vins. I have never seen in my life such a huge choice of wines as I did then. After all, it is one of the symbols of France. I could go on and on about the French wines, but I'll tell you more about it some other time. And then after some time, the waiter came to us and asked, "Can I take your order?" And that's "Puis-je prendre votre commande?" Puis-je prendre votre commande? Would you like a starter is Voulez-vous une entrée? Voulez-vous une entrée? What would you like as a main dish? Que souhaitez-vous comme le plat principal? Que souhaitez-vous comme le plat principal? Would you like an apéritif? Voulez-vous un apéritif? Or voudriez-vous un apéritif? And what would you like to drink is qu'est-ce que vous voudriez boire? Qu'est-ce que vous voulez, you'll see, qu'est-ce que vous voudriez boire? My friends knew what they were going to order, but I asked for the specials.